We are at McDonald's. We were in a mad rush this morning to get out of the house because the floor guys were back, and they are, what are they doing today? They put the floor down, let it rest for a couple days. Now they're back, they're sanding, they're going to stain today, and then resand, and then stain again, and then sand, and then put the gloss, you know, the top coat. And then I think they have to sand that. They put 2 layers, and they sand in between each layer, and then final will be, I think, Friday. But I was in a mad dash to get Eva off to school so that I could get back home and wash dishes so there's nothing in the sink, make sure the trash was taken out so that nothing starts to smell after 4 or 5 days, and just plan to sequester ourselves in my master bedroom. Yeah, so getting their clothing for, you know, 5 days, and blankets and pillows to make sure that they're comfortable while they're in our room. Crazy. Switching things out from the bathroom, making sure I have toothbrushes and, you know, toothpaste for them, because we will not be able to leave our bedroom. And we could go get a hotel room. We considered that, but it is so uncomfortable to be in a hotel room with a baby. It just, you know, it's like I don't have anywhere to put her. You don't want to put her on the floor because it's dirty. It's somebody else's carpet, and I just don't know what's been there before. Okay, Abel. So that is where we're at. We don't want to go to a hotel room. Personal items that we have as well, you know, in our home that we just don't want to leave. So yeah, it's crazy. So what we're doing is we have double doors in our bedroom that go outside. We're going in and out through those doors, and we have access to our bathroom, and that's it. The garage door, which I open with the garage door opener from the outside, and I can get water out of our fridge in the garage. It's crazy.
Good morning, thank you for choosing McDonald's.
So there it is. We can't walk on it yet, so you're just seeing. I know, I'm gonna go get Harper in a minute. It's dark, it's a lot darker. I think it makes it look smaller, but it's pretty. I think it's really pretty. So I'm standing like on my patio because I'm not allowed to walk. Not allowed to step inside, not yet. I think they're gonna do one more coat, and then they're gonna start varnishing, so it'll be pretty. And over there, they fixed that pane right there because it was chewed off by the dog of the previous homeowner. So there it is. Really pretty, really, really pretty. And I'm just unlocking the door for the gentleman because they like the doors to be unlocked. And now I'm going to... Oh, you want to show Eva's trophy? Yeah. Eva got her soccer trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then it's gold.
It's gold.
But I didn't my sport because I didn't play sports.
No, you have to play sports to get a trophy.
Yeah.
You're going to try playing sports again?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to play?
And I don't know.
What do you want to play? You have on 2 shorts, a pair of shorts, pair of pants. Your socks are like cuffed. You look funny, you fall. But it is cold today, so I totally understand the need to overdress.
Yes, my legs not be pacing.
It's chilly, isn't it? Okay. And then this is the mess that we have outside right now, because those guys are like, they come out here to hang out, and they just have a mess of stuff. Stuff over there in the chair. Mommy. The dog is our mess, Mommy. But there's my broom. That's nice. So yeah, just a mess of stuff. Yes, honey.
You know
What?
what? I was sitting a drop on there, and then I slipped it.
Yeah, because there's just too much stuff. Let's be. I'm supposed to wait for the floor guys to come so I can open up the house for them. And they're really, really late today, and it's driving me insane. And I thought, well, I'll go get gas. I was going to get a car wash, but the car wash is closed. And I think HEB listened to me when I was complaining in one of my previous vlogs. I complained about their little pumps and how when you pump gas, you have to answer 60 questions to get your gas. Because this time I put my card in and it's asked me for my zip code, and I put that in. And then it just started pumping gas. It just started, you know, told me to put the pump in. And then when I was done, it didn't give me a receipt or anything. It didn't ask me any questions, and it didn't give me a receipt. So, for as much as I complained last time, Now I'm complaining because I didn't get a receipt. I need a receipt. I need a receipt for my gas. Yeah, which it was $20 to fill up here. $20.14, which is really reasonable, unlike the gas station around the corner from my house, which cheats you out of your money. Just sad. I'm just saying. And while I'm waiting for my son to sit down and put his seatbelt on so we can leave, I'm just gonna sit here and talk to myself until he does that. Because he doesn't want to wear a seatbelt. He thinks he's too cool for a seatbelt. And he's not. Nobody is. Stop. I'm not playing. Sit down and put your seatbelt on now. The air is on. The air is on. Are you too hot or are you too cold?
On.
You're too hot. Okay, then we need to turn the air off because you wanted the heater on. This is what gets me about winter. And especially these two. Well, my daughter and him. They're hot one minute and cold the next. And then one's hot and one's cold, and it's always opposite. So I've always got two people in the back complaining about how cold or how hot it is. It drives me nuts. Please put your seatbelt on. I can't go anywhere until you put your seatbelt on. I mean, we can't do anything. We're just sitting here. I would put it on him, but he takes it off 2 minutes later, and it drives me insane. Because I just went through all the effort to do it. Thank you! Can you do me another favor? You turn those two overhead lights off. You don't need them. There's plenty of sunlight coming in from outside. Thank you very much. Oh, Abel's awesomeness is awesome. Good job. Okay, we're gonna go let the car guys in, or the floor left, and I thought I would show you guys. That is one coat of the varnish. It actually looks really pretty. I think it looks nice. Shiny, and it'll be shinier tomorrow when they do the second coat. It's pretty. They need to do that lip under there, don't they? I don't think they did that. Why does that look odd? That needs something. Oh, it's missing the shoe mold rail at the bottom. The little, it's supposed to run along everything, but that piece has its own. No wonder. That's why it looks so weird. It looks darker. Doesn't that look darker? Like right there at that step. It looks darker than the actual, I don't know. But I love the grain. And that was my biggest thing. I kept telling them, because my husband wanted to go as dark as we could go. And he wanted like black, like black, like the granite that's on there. And I kept saying, no, not that dark. I want to be able to see the vein of the wood still, even though it's dark. And so to do that, he showed us over there, he did some swatches last week. He showed us what he was going to do to open the vein up, and he threw alcohol down on the floor, like literally covered the floor with alcohol before he stained. And you do section by section, and you do the alcohol, it opens the vein of the wood so that it pulls more dye. And that's where you get like that fine, where you can see the grain just popping out. I like that. And that was, you know, I was so concerned about losing the beauty of the wood when you stain it so dark. And I think my biggest fear has always been, I don't want my floor to look prefab, because these floors are not prefab, they are finished on site. And that has always been my thing. The prefab floors, to me, have a little bit more of a plastic feel, and the grain of the wood, it's faux, and you can tell that it's faux. And I think when you have real wood like this, it's important for the vein to show through so you can really see the beauty of the wood. And I think that's, I mean, he did a really good job finishing it, because you can see the vein of the wood, and it looks really good. That area right there is really dark. There's a couple of pieces right there that are like right there and right there that are super dark. Isn't that odd? They just stand out to me. Okay, and then that board over there, they replaced, but my husband, oh, he fixed it. Okay, it had like another ridge right here on the edge where they finished it. They beveled it, and my husband didn't like it. He thought it stuck out too much. So he had them fix it like that, and that looks a lot better than the way they had it earlier. My husband